House of Dolls is directed by Juan Salas and is currently streaming online. I watched it on Amazon. This one has to be like one of the brightest movies I've ever seen when it comes to horror, right? I'm talking like lighting, I mean. Anyways, though, you have three sisters who live totally different lifestyles. Pretty successful ones at that, right? But they hate each other. Want absolutely nothing to do with each other at all. But when their father becomes deathly ill, they are forced to reunite because once he dies, there's a huge inheritance for each of them. Except there's one caveat. They have to go to this house. A doll house that their father built, life-size one obviously. And they gotta stay there for 40 hours. The thing is, like I said, they just can't stop fighting with each other, dude. Plus, there's a mysterious person who I can say if Pinhead wore a pink beanie, this would be him. Anyhow, this person is trying to kill them, dude. I'm talking about serving some soya. And is it even possible for these three girls to get along long enough to work together to survive? I'll say this movie was okay. It was fun, dude. What I felt they did best was make you hate these three sisters enough where you actually want to see them die horrible deaths. At least I did. I gotta admit, though, man, this has some pretty good deaths in it, though. Some pretty creative ones. The story, in my opinion, was pretty basic, with the whole slasher killer after people and whatnot. But yeah, like I said a little earlier, the lighting in this one, dude, could it be any brighter? In most horror movies, there are some dark scenes to create a mood, to creep you out and whatnot, and kind of set, just a good, a creepy setting is what I'm trying to say, right? This movie said, fuck that. We're killing bitches in the bright lights. And I feel that could have been, it could have been a reason why, in some ways, this movie felt kind of off, I guess. Maybe that's why. A little out of the ordinary, but I guess, they're daring to be different, so, hey, can't hate that. I would call this, definitely a slasher horror mystery movie in the same category as something like Scream, where you're trying to figure out who the killer is, and whatnot. Though, I felt like this one made it pretty easy to figure out, though. And it was just cool seeing how this person was just taking fools out. And also one thing that's kind of nasty, Dee Wallace is in this, dude. Horror royalty, alright, dude? Yeah, she plays a role in this one, so it's cool. I feel the best part of this movie are the kills. I definitely was rooting for the bad guy, because these sisters, dude, had zero redeeming qualities, at least in my opinion. Plus, this had one of those classic horror endings, too, which, with the way it ends, dude, I guess they could possibly make more if they, depending on how successful I guess this one is, or they want to make more. But yeah, I'd definitely say check it out, if anything, for the kills, because they are pretty decent. Good opening scene, too. I gotta say that, too. Definitely a nice opening sequence, for sure. A little slow in the middle, and this one does suffer a bit in the whole, I gotta talk and explain why I'm doing this, kind of long scene, but I still say, stab the person first, and then when they're dying, that's when you explain yourself. Anyways, I'm just going off. I digress. Yeah, definitely at least a good one watch for sure. Now, today, we're gonna go with a classic Giallo murder mystery. And this was by the master himself, Dario Argento. And this one's called Tenebrae. American author Peter Neal visits Italy to promote his newest novel. However, the razor-wielding killer is on the loose, taunting Neal and murdering people in a gruesome fashion. Just like the character in Neal's novel. As the killings spiral out of control, Neal investigates the crimes on his own. Yeah, it's available on Shudder. And definitely check that one out, dude, because it's a classic, alright? But anyhow, though, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one, because there's a lot of them coming. Anyhow, Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.